Welcome to the Poquoson Public Library and another episode of Arts and Crafts with Anush. Today we'll be making book stacks using discarded paperbacks. You're going to need some paperbacks of about the same height and width so that you want to make sure they're not too yellowed or faded or stained on the spines. And you'll want about 3 to 5 of them depending on what you're going to be putting on them. You'll need something to protect your table, like this cardboard. You'll need plain white paint for the spines, or something very light colored to keep it simple. Paintbrush. You'll want the alphabet stamps and good stamp pad. And you'll want some twine or ribbon to put around the books when you're done, just like this one. All right, so here's our example. I'm going to put that aside. First thing we have to do is tear the pages or the covers off the books. I know that's hard. We're going to want to make sure we have a blank page on at least one side. That will be our top. If you can't find one like that, you can always paint that page white. Oop, that one came off too. So here we have our plain spine. And all I'm going to do to paint this, so very easy, is put a little paint on my brush, might be a bit much, and brush it along the spine. I'm just going to dab it there. I've got a nice smooth surface to work with. If I didn't, I would get out some sandpaper and just sand that down smooth. See that little edge smoothed out fine. And then if you do the edges here, that helps it look nice when you're all done. And there we go, a nice painted book. Let's see, so I was just painting along just like this. All right, and that part's done. We're gonna wanna let that dry, so I'm gonna set that aside and look, I have a plain one. This one has already been painted, and this top page was painted as well. I'm going to finish a stack with a beach saying that I have, and I've put some light color. Let's see, let's move that. I've put some light color on it as well, just a pale blue and a darker blue. I've already picked out the stamps I need, and I start at the left-hand side of the book, which is this side here, so that I'm just going straight across. If you wanted to paint or wanted to put the stamps on this side, you'd want to start at the end of your word and work backwards. So I'm finishing my saying. I'll try to do this upside down. So my saying here is life is, and you can see already it's not even. And don't worry if it doesn't come out even, that is part of the charm. Although I do need the whole F up there. There we go. And it's all right if it's like that. It's, like I said, it's kind of part of the rustic charm. And I need another I for the is. And once I'm done with this, there we go, see? Not too hard. And I'm gonna take this and put it on top of my stack like this, line them up, and I've already got some twine cut, and put some beads on the end just because I like how that looks. I'm going to wrap it around my books and come up one more time. And see, it's not that hard. I'm going to slide that off of those words. Tighten it up a little bit so it will hold snug. And then I'm just going to tie a simple little knot in it. And with this back end, so that I don't leave it hanging, I'm going to bring it around to the back and tuck it under. That way it's hidden. You could tie a bow in it if you wanted, but you know, I have a nice little stack reminding me of one of my favorite places. Life is better at the beach. And that's how you make the stack. Another one that I have has some young friends of mine who are just married, and I've got their names and something to remind them. What I'll do with this is hot glue the ribbon, and I've already got that warmed up. So if you use ribbon, this is a good way to do it if you don't want to deal with the tying part and having it bunch up anywhere. So I'm hot gluing it there. I'm going to fold it back on itself and make just a little bow there. And again, going to hot glue that together. And make sure that sticks where it's supposed to without burning me. Fluff that up. And to finish it, I have one of their wedding invitations. This would make a lovely welcome home gift after somebody's gone away. You could do this with a graduation gift and even put the date of the graduation under there. I've made a stack, or have a stack with my husband's and my names and our 2 children that I gave him for Valentine's. So that's how you make a book stack. Very easy. Now if you have hardbacks you want to get rid of, and especially if they're crime novels, you can always make yourself a knife block, like I've done. And I specifically chose crime titles to put in there. And all I did was hot glue the covers together and wrap this around it. Stand it up, and there you go. Thank you for joining us for Arts and Crafts at Poquoson Public Library.